Welcome back. It's episode
40. No, it's 55.
Yeah, I was going to say, we already cracked the 150 mark. Yeah, I'd love to learn German, mate. If you could learn one language, what would it be?
Spanish.
Spanish?
Yeah. Like it's the most universal language besides English.
Yeah. Selfishly, I've always just wanted to know German. Another one, my second one that should be first would be French, I reckon.
Well, if you know Spanish, you can pretty much speak French.
A lot of them, yeah, but my God, bro, French. I'd love to fall in love with the French bird.
I would love to be able to speak Japanese. I think like going to Tokyo, but being able to actually speak the language would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like living in Tokyo for a year and like actually speaking the language would be so fun, I reckon.
That's the problem if you're trying to learn a language here. If you're doing it online all by yourself, how do you practice, mate? No one to talk to.
I think you just have to force yourself to train. That's the thing with language. Like if you were, say you had a missus who was across the world who spoke a different language, I feel like you would have enough incentive to try and learn their language because you'd want to for them.
Yeah.
But like I couldn't just be like, I want to learn Japanese for the sake of knowing Japanese. I'll never stay committed.
Well, there's a guy at I work with. He's a PT, but he's learning Chinese, hey, and he's done like 2-3 years of it.
Wow.
And like
he still doesn't know.
He's got he can actually speak it, and he's like, I can follow along with TV shows, conversations, everything like that. But that is the problem where it's like, you obviously have to stay committed to the classes. You do have to have a why, don't you?
You do. I mean, it's like anything. It's pretty hard to be like motivated without an actual like reason to be motivated, just to out of your own willpower. I want to start running. Like that's a pretty hard thing to do. But if you're fat and you need to lose weight, you can be like, I need to start running so I lose weight so I'm not a fat lard. Now that's a lot easier.
Now more than ever as well. So many people out there like speak English, bro. Like I'm about to go to Germany in 3 weeks, and my cousins over there who are my age speak English. Yeah,
well, every single place in the world, for the most part, I don't know about like the Middle East and shit, but like Tokyo, China, America, like France, they all do their second language as English. And it's not like when we did Italian in primary school. They are forced to learn it because it's such a skill to have English. Like,
but that's bullshit for us, bro. We're fucking piss weak.
Yeah.
America, to be fair, in America, I feel like they learn Spanish quite decently. I feel like it's a common thing.
I think you just get a lot of Spanish descent people there.
Yeah, well, of course, yeah. But over here, bro, so frustrating. Like, why couldn't it be ingrained in our way of life to learn a second language, to be bilingual? Bro. It's so annoying, bro.
Like we just have no need, really.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
No need, but fuck me,
I would love to be able, bro, if you could speak like multiple different languages at a basic level, I reckon it would be so, not even speak it, just understand it. Like you go to France, you can understand French. You can read the coffee signs in French. You go to Tokyo, you can understand Japanese, speak basic Japanese, directions, little things. The worst thing about English is actually a fucked language to learn. Yeah. It's probably the hardest language in the world to learn because we do dumb shit that even I still struggle with.
That TikTok guy, where he's like, so this is how you spell this one, and then this is how you do this, and then the person's like, so we do this for the next one, and then he's like, no. Yeah. Like, it's actually so fucking funny because, I remember learning, or when we would do Italian, I did Japanese in primary school, but when you do those languages, you'd be like, fucking double standards. There's so many double standards when learning a language, hey?
In English, we don't spell words the way they sound, and we use for example, we'll use CH to make a k sound, but then in another instance, it'll make a ch sound. Yeah. And you're like, why not just for the k sound, we just stick with C or K?
Yeah, that's like in Italian, CH is k, and just C is ch. And they stick to that. Yeah. They fucking stick to that. Yeah,
why do we do that? I before E, except after C, but only in some instances, because sometimes it's E before I. I still don't know sometimes.
It's actually crazy how poor people's grammar is.
Well, it's getting worse because it's spelled correct.
Oh, yeah.
I can just text. If I don't know a word, I will go to my phone. I'll say, thief.
Yes, spell this.
Yeah.
I do it into Google. I get like the fucking where you can just like speech to text and
Yeah.
they'll type it out for me. I go, yeah, you beauty.
Yeah.
You fucking beauty. Anyway,
100%.
though, we'll get off the fucking language barriers. How you been, mate? How's your week been? To be fair, I only saw you a couple of days ago.
Yeah, we went to the soccer game, but yeah, no, it's been a nice week. It's my that was the last week of uni just gone, finished. Now I've got one assignment due on Monday, I think, and then an exam on the Friday.
There's probably a lot of people that feel your pain right now. A lot of uni students out there.
I feel pretty chill actually. Like I had 2 assignments due on the Friday just gone, so it was kind of a nice reward to go to the soccer game after that.
Yeah,
because it was like assignments done. Now I've got one, but come on, don't really care anymore.
Come on. Yeah.
And by all accounts, it's looking like I'm passing everything.
You beauty.
Unless I butcher the exam at the end of my last exam.
How much is it worth?
Like 30%, which I should be good. My average is pretty high, but like I haven't done any of the coursework all year.
That's the way.
So don't really know anything at all. But a quick little study session, I feel like, revise a few topics, get a couple of keywords down in the brain, be laughing.
How much are you procrastinating these days when it comes to like doing assignments and doing stuff? Or are you able to just fully just like get into it straight away?
I feel like this semester I've like been pretty on top.
Yeah?
I've made it like a pretty I feel like it's taken me this long to get to the understanding that don't leave assignments even till like the last week. And you don't have to like do the assignment, just do the plan. Like as soon as you get the assignment, do a basic plan, because it makes it so easy to like want it. Like once you've done the plan, you can just get into it.
Yeah.
So I've been pretty on top of it. I haven't really felt too stressed this semester.
Where do you do your study?
My room.
You do it in your room.
Phone has to go on D&D though, and then on charge away from me. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'll like, even on D&D, I'll still open it to check for notifications.
Yeah, that's the thing. Even like for when I've had to do study and whatnot, I like to go out actually in the living room, and I'll set up like an extra screen on the table, dining room table. And then I've got my laptop obviously, and then Dad's on the couch, Mum might be there, they're watching TV or something like that, they're talking, blah blah blah. I feel like I'm just like kind of held a little bit accountable if I'm out in the open. Say for example, bro, I'm just sat there, I'm on my fucking phone doing this squat. They might look at me and be like, "You actually doing anything, mate, or what?"
Yeah.
If I'm locked away in my study, bro, oh my God, it's easy. It's really easy to pick up my fucking phone and just get lost.
Yeah, it's very easy to waste time.
That's
I mean,
why
getting locked in is the hard part. Once you're locked in, though, I feel like it's easy.
That's why people love. I keep seeing them more and more. Go to a coffee shop and study.
I can't do it.
But you know the reason I can't do it? I need it, bro. I can't physically just work on a laptop.
Nah, well, I can, but when I find like even if I go to the uni library and stuff, I don't know, maybe my brain's fucked, but I just like start looking at people, and I'm like analyzing that. They're like my distraction. I'm just listening to others' conversations. I'm watching people like order their coffee. Like at the library, I'm just watching other people talk in their group assignments and shit, and I'm just like, I just get lost. I do nothing.
So like Tom and Gabby, my cousins, they're the complete opposite. They say they barely study at home, and like Gabby, she's like, "Oh yeah, I went with like 3 of my friends and we just grabbed a table and just started studying." I'm like, bro, if could you imagine if we did that?
Yeah, if we got
game over, bro.
No, you know what we would do? I know this is exactly how it would go. We would talk for 45 minutes and be like, "All right, boys, we gotta lock in.
Yeah,
like let's just like do some work for like 15 minutes." And then 15 minutes would go and we'd be like, "You don't want to go get a coffee or something?"
Yeah. And
then you go get a coffee, 3-hour day, and I've done 14 minutes study. And like in that 14 minutes, I was just looking at the other boys waiting for someone to talk to me. Yeah, I'm not a lot of people at my work will be like, "Yeah, I got to go to the library to study." I'm like, "No, not me, mate." Like my room is once I'm in the zone, I'm in the zone.
Thing is as well for me, like Curtin was like 25 away. Like it's just inconvenient at times. And say for example, I go there at like a peak time or something. I'm coming back and like peak hour track. Like fuck that off.
Yeah,
bro.
that's the big.
I'm just wasting time at the end of the fucking day. Like getting there, getting back. There's an hour's gone just there. Where I could, to be fair, may have wasted that hour at home. But we did go to the soccer. It was AS Roma versus AC Milan. And shout out Gavin. You know, Zach said he sometimes tunes in.
Yeah.
What a fucking legend. So if you're listening, Gavinator, thanks so much, mate.
Yeah.
Hey.
Mad. It was 6 seats as well. Like really, really good.
Fantastic seats. Zach's uncle copped us fucking 9 tickets, mate. Nine of the best. And we went, rocked up. We all fucking met each other there. And the problem with friendlies, or like friendly sports matches, a lot of the time, people don't give a fuck. Players don't really care, especially when there's another massive European competition coming up in the Euros. No one wants to get injured, blah, blah, blah. Thankfully, they put on a show for fucking Perth, bro.
It's funny. I think defense won't, like, no one even cared about defending, bro. Like, straight after half time, I think there was like 3 goals kicked in 5 minutes. And I said to Zach, I was like, bro, no one's even bothering defending. Like, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
Because, like, no one was giving, like, that extra, like, 30%, you know, in defense. Yeah. And then in offense, everyone always goes hard because you get, like, it's just subconscious natural.
Yeah.
Like, you always, even in footy, it's always about whether you can defensively run as opposed to just offense. Because offense is fun. Defense sucks.
You don't get tired when you're attacking, do you?
Yeah, not when you're scoring goals and shit and the crowd's going, yeah, it's fun. It's just
fucking full of adrenaline.
But no, it was fucking sick. It was like 5-2 in the end, so 7 goals. And a lot of them were screamers, mate.
So many absolute fucking worldies there, bro. You know, apparently Dybala, he's like one of the best players, he said, he was like, I am not going off till I score a goal.
Yeah, right.
So they wanted to pull him off at halftime. He said, no.
True.
Bro, stayed on for 80 minutes, bro. Played for the boys. He's got like the Copa America coming up. Like,
I respect that.
Yeah, fucking fantastic. I was a little bit disappointed at times with the atmosphere, but it's just almost impossible to replicate, hey?
Well, when you're not a fan, like an actual fan of those teams, then you don't care.
Yeah.
Like AC Milan had quite a few, like way more fans, I think. Like when there was a goal kicked, it was actually like kind of loud.
Yeah. We were thinking we were going to get pissed on as well by the rain. Thankfully not, though.
Dude, we got fucking blessed, man.
We literally did get blessed for that day. Perfect weather, perfect seats for that. I got a 9 out of 10 Macca's feed that day as well. Shit, it was fucking fantastic. And then Perth had a massive storm. I thought it was low-key a little bit bitchy, bro.
Yeah, it was a bit shit.
Oh, big storm coming. Oh.
Perth overreacts to weather. Seriously, we got 60 kilometre an hour winds coming up. Everyone, mate, that's a casual day. Seriously, that storm was a casual Tuesday afternoon in Melbourne. Mm-hmm. And we're acting like we're going to flood. Saying
that, though, that one, I don't know if you heard it, that one strike of thunder.
It was loud.
Holy fuck. Because there was nothing before it. Boof. Oh, bro, I literally shit my pants, bro. I was like, oh, my God. That's probably the loudest I've ever heard it. But
yeah, no, it was cool. I love thunderstorms, personally. I wish there was more of them.
It's always my my white noise. I always get the rain falling on the tent with the thunderstorm going. You know, I actually spoke to a guy at the gym today. He said, oh, you went camping Saturday. I said, you're just different, eh? People who like to go camping when it's just pissing down with rain. Said, you literally couldn't. You offered me like $500, I still wouldn't do it. Like, come on, bro. Would you want to do that? Camping when it's literally that storm?
Yeah, $500, I'll do it.
For free? Oh, yeah, but for free. Like, no.
I would prefer to just maybe go this weekend.
Yeah, don't fucking
I guess if you got shit planned, though, what's the point of cancelling? You know?
It's true.
May as well just troop it out.
I'm a glamper person.
How was your week, mate? You been good? Excited to go to Europe?
Yeah, very excited, mate. Still like a lot of things I need to do. I need to buy a power bank. I need to sort out travel insurance.
That takes like
bugger all, yeah. And then I need to get some like other like niche bits of clothing. Just like a few extra pairs of shorts. Maybe like one or two other button ups. But I need to get it on the cheap, bro. I don't want to fucking spend money, eh? Especially on summer clothes when I'm going to come back and it's going to be winter. So
yeah, but you got to think, bro, our summer, like, you're going in 3 weeks. You will literally get back with a month left of winter.
Yeah.
And then, like, it's done.
That is the good thing. So, I'm low-key fucking hoping I can get a tan over there. Just come back somewhat bronze. Difference is the UV over there. Nowhere near as harsh.
Yeah, but then you don't have to wear sunscreen, bro.
Yeah.
Well, you should still, but
yeah.
like you don't have to wear SPF 850,000 to try and protect you.
I wonder if Croatia are just charging me an arm and a leg for sunscreen like Bali was.
Maybe.
Do you remember the price of sunscreen for the listeners?
Yeah.
What was it?
I don't know what it was, but it was ludicrous.
It was one of the real fucking small tubes, bro. I swear they were charging like $15.
Yeah,
Like
I think
it
was more. I think it was like 30
It was
bucks.
really fucked. But yeah, all in all, doing well. Worked today, this public holiday. Happy WA Day for those of you listening in WA.
Bro, I hate public holidays.
Yeah.
Like, well, no, I like them when if you're a full-time worker, it's good. But if you're a casual worker, say like you're at uni and shit, like, you know, you work a few days a week, having a public holiday is an interruption to my schedule. The gym was busier. Traffic was busier. People are home and I woke up this morning. Fucking hell. I was like, are you? Of course it's WA Day.
I was so comfy this morning and I heard nothing. Obviously, mum and dad were still asleep and I had to wake up for work and I just didn't want to get out of bed, bro.
Yeah.
It was fucked.
That was like me on Sunday morning. Yuck.
Yeah. But you didn't have to get out of bed, did you? Oh, no, you did. You had to work.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, you poor fucking bastard.
Yeah. At least you get rates, you know? Sundays are good for that.
Yeah, it must be nice, eh? Anyone got a job
Yeah,
out
you
there
didn't
for
get public
rates?
holidays, bro.
Give me
Crazy.
some fucking rates, boys.
I got quite a few things
Yeah, run us into
on
it,
the
mate.
agenda, mate.
Run us into it. I've got one, but we'll get into your stuff right now.
This is a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you so like obviously products and services, you know, quite a few of them have a negative implication. For example, fast food. It's not exactly good for society.
Mm-hmm.
Do you reckon that it should be illegal for them to be like to market to masses? For example, smoking no longer is allowed to be advertised to the masses.
Mm-hmm.
What do you reckon? You reckon fast food should be banned? Alcohol should be banned? They shouldn't be allowed to advertise?
See, I feel like I might come across as a bit of a hypocrite here.
A hippo.
A hippo. Just because I don't think they should be banned, even though I think this food literally does cause cancer. Like it is awful for you. And then say like sports bet, for example, I hate the promotion of sports
Yeah,
bet.
betting as well. That's another one.
So sports betting, I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
You know why? It's because like there are so many people our age who literally like full blown addicts.
Yeah.
And they're like ruining their lives and their families' lives. Secondly, AFL players get furious when people send them hate messages, even though the whole competition promoted by Sportsbet, blah, blah, blah. So I am a hypocrite in saying it probably shouldn't be advertised, especially like it's so family friendly, the advertisement
Oh, bro, it's
for fast food when
That-
it's not.
that shit is like targeted in a way that you can't avoid it.
Yeah.
Mum. No, you're not. You're measuring and you're irritating and you're interrupting me.
It's just a standoff, isn't it?
Let's go, man.
Keep that in.
Okay, now how am I supposed to think?
But no, like I was saying, it is like, bro, when you see McDonald's ad, it's a family.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not cook dinner today. Let's go get a nice fresh McDonald's feed.
It's even, I think even gambling. Gambling is like a big one.
Yeah.
It's literally targeted at young guys, and then they'll throw in the most like bitch fucking disclaimer at the end, like, oh yeah, like gamble at your own risk. Like
Lose
that's going to
more,
stop
win
them.
less. Like
No one even listens to that part. It's like over your head.
The sports bet, they are literally, in my opinion, they've got to be up there in the world with some of the best advertisements and marketing I've ever seen, bro. Like theirs is just like comedy gold.
Well, betting in general, I'm not even joking. I think every single guy over the age of 18 has gambled at some point, like on sports.
Even younger now as well.
Oh yeah, there's like 16-year-olds and stuff doing it as well.
Using it on their brother's account and shit.
Well, you just have to lie about your age.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to put your ID or anything in.
I swear I put my ID in for sports bet back in the day. Hey, maybe they've changed it.
I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It was just an interesting thing because I was watching like AFL, for example, and every single big sponsor, not just AFL, but if you look at any of the big endorsers, so like AFL, any of the big companies, all of their biggest endorsements are things that are toxic for human health. It's fast food companies, it's betting companies, they're probably the biggest two. Alcohol.
At the end of the day, these massive conglomerates, they're not good for the world. They're massive money makers, and that's it.
Well, I just thought it was hell interesting because they banned smoking. So smoking, you're not allowed to advertise, and it's 1,000% died in terms of how many people smoke now. And I just think to myself, I'm like, if they just did the same thing with fast food, alcohol, and other things, like you wouldn't get it. I'm not even kidding. I feel like I'm pretty good with avoiding marketing traps. But if it's a Friday night and I'm slightly hungry, I can't really be asked cooking, and then I'm watching the footy and a Hungry Jack's ad pops up, I literally am like, I'll just go get Hungry Jack's.
Yeah, the government does do those sort of ads where, like, for example, the family will be like, oh, can we get McDonald's? Oh, can we get fast food, Mum? Can we get takeout tonight? And then they'll show you like the inside of someone's organs that are fucked, and then they'll go, like, eat healthier, blah, blah, blah. But it's nowhere near to the point where, like, yeah, you're not seeing any more smoking advertisements. No. They're physically not allowed, but like you said, McDonald's, this, that, they can just keep fucking pumping it out, bro. And I can't see it stopping.
Well, so this is why I won't stop. So I Googled this. Now, this is either for gambling or fast food. I didn't write which one it was. I'm pretty sure it's fast food, but fast food generates $420 million for the Australian economy. Just like in a year.
Yeah.
$420 million. No wonder they're fucking not going to stop.
Yeah, and
like that's in tax. That's for the government. They make that off fast food, not total industry like revenue, I guess.
And I just saw something else today in a bit different, but still something that's fucking us. The West Australian government has made $33 million, and it's gone up 65% in stamp duty from international buyers in the real estate industry.
Yeah, it's fucked.
And this guy was like, don't expect things to get better. If anything, it's going to get worse because the government sees $33 million. Fuck yeah. They're not stopping anytime soon. So unfortunately, if it makes money, people do not give a fuck. They really do not give a fuck. That's why fucking the alcohol tax is absolutely through the roof, and they're happy to fucking promote CC and dry, this, that. It's just
2021, Australians lost $25 billion on gambling.
There you go.
That is fucked.
There's
25 bill.
See, the good thing is that, I mean, some of these companies are starting to get sued because remember they were stopping people from winning, those people who are actually winning. And yeah, they really do attack the average Joe like you and myself who are betting. Obviously not. I'm not speaking about you and myself directly, but people like you and myself who bet every weekend in just small amounts, and it's just
that's how you lose.
Tick, 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 tick. Just keeps going over, and if you times that by fucking hundreds of thousands of people across the country, then
I just look at
they're making fucking bucket loads, bro.
Probably half our group gambles, and they all lose a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on from that, I just think just an interesting thing. Let us know. Message us. What do you guys think? You reckon like they should ban? I mean, I just call them negative implication companies because they have negative implications on society, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think they should be banned as well.
I just think there should be more restrictions. Like, you can't be throwing me KFC, Hungry Jack, and McDonald's ads 3 in a row, whilst I'm getting messages from Domino's, KFC every 3 seconds. Like, fucking
also,
insane.
why aren't they required to put like a disclaimer at the end of their ads when others are? Sportsbet are.
I think the gambling one's the scariest because they have that disclaimer, right? The reason they wouldn't do it for fast food is because it's not a guarantee. Those gambling companies are essentially guaranteeing you that you will lose.
Yeah.
That is what that is. They're not outright saying you will lose money. Essentially they are, because otherwise fast food companies would have to say, we guarantee that you will get fat if you eat this shit, which they don't.
Humans are just so interesting because like, bro, I've had this mindset, like, I've barely bet in my lifetime. But when you do bet, not the fucking, what's the word called, bro? The fucking, when you get so excited.
I mean, serotonin is one of them.
But like, bro, it just shoots through you.
Yeah.
The surge of excitement, and like in that split second, you're like, oh, wait, I could fucking win here.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I can just keep winning. And then all of a sudden, you know, I'm just adding to my paycheck a week. That's what the true gambling addicts are actually thinking, bro. And it's pretty fucked.
But yeah, I mean, yeah. Anyway, we'll move on from that stuff. But yeah, let us know what you guys think, because I was like, yeah, fuck, yeah, I thought it was interesting. Mm-hmm. Next thing on the agenda, this is quite funny. This happened to me on Saturday night. So I had work Sunday morning early, right? And I was thinking, fuck. I already didn't want to go to work. Yeah. Frank, I love Frankie, and I would never blame someone else for messaging, you know, someone to do this. But basically, it is when someone asks you to do your job, like something for your work, whilst like you're not actually at work.
Yeah.
And it's like this is what Frank messaged me. He's like, oh, how much like can you do for like this? Yeah. Which is pretty much the core of my job, like what price I can give someone. He's like, how much can you do for this, bro? And I was like, oh, nothing. Yeah. And then he was like, why? I reply and I say, this price match that with Big W. Yeah. And then he's like, what about
it kept going.
What about this sends Amazon link? And I was like, no. And he said, oh, why? And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Because it's coming from fucking America. Like,
it's not your pricing.
And this is what I do all day. And I'm thinking to myself, I have to do this tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't want to fucking do it in my spare time.
Yeah. Like I'm trying to watch a movie and shit. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't. It's not really his fault. I could have just not answered it.
No, I completely understand your point of view.
I just think it's so funny, like when someone asks you to do something that's based around your work, and you're just like, mate.
Yeah, and you know what? As well, it's because like even like I think this for you as well. It's like I need to buy some stuff, but bro, you're gonna be more than happy to help me when you're working. Yeah, because it's a bit of a distraction. Yeah, like you're still doing your job, but you're talking with the boys, and then like stuff will start to spiral in the group chat. That's why like you always send it in the group chat, because then other people just get going and like, oh, what are you buying that for, bro? Like,
yeah, 100%.
Nah, it's funny. Yeah, fuck you, Frank, for listening, bro. He probably is listening, bro.
He probably is. I actually love it though.
Saw that motherfucker today. Great bloke. I've got something that we can quickly discuss. Snapchat. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of the app. Unfortunately, some people like to use it.
Younger people. I think if you're born 2002 onwards, I reckon you're more of a Snapchatter.
Yeah, anyway, I was speaking to someone on Snapchat, and you know, like how some people just see a message instantly, even though like I haven't spoken to them for like 40 minutes or something. They're just one of those people where they just...
Yeah, I'm that person, bro.
With girls though as well? Surely you like kind of monitor yourself.
If I'm there and I'm on and my phone's there, I'll just reply.
Okay.
I don't know, yeah.
Anyway, like I was just speaking to this person, and it's like, you know, I hate Snapchat when people text on Snapchat.
Like, I mean,
you're using the messages function.
Yeah, I don't really use Snapchat, but like for me, it's like, you send a photo.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what fucking Snapchat is. Anyway, so I'm speaking to this person on Snapchat, and we're typing in the messages chat, and she's watching me type, bro.
Oh.
She's literally like, bro, I haven't. She sent a message 30 minutes ago, and I click on our fucking chat, and I read it, and I start typing, and as soon as I start typing, pop, see a little fucking Bitmoji pop up, and I'm thinking, leave me alone. Like, bro, I've got fucking texting anxiety, man.
Bro's getting the ick from clinginess on Snap.
Now I'm like, fuck, do I have to speed this up? You know, I have to come up with something half decent here. And bro, I send the message, swipe it out straight away because this bitch is already typing back. Like, oh my God.
No, that's the scariest when I'm trying to get in and out.
Yeah.
But then they reply so fucking fast. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I've already seen it.
Because, bro, if you're watching me type, right?
Yeah.
I send my message. If I stay in there and watch you type, I'm not doing anything for the rest of my day. How does this end?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, Snaps can be like daunting like that, to be fair, because it fucking shows that they're there.
Yeah. I don't care if you wait 30 seconds,
Yeah.
You can reply that quickly, but don't fucking watch me type. That's the only thing, boys and girls. If you're out there and you watch people type in Snapchat, you're sick.
I'm gonna do it more to you now.
You're sick in the fucking head, boys. Sick in the head.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
It's not good.
So moving on, I saw this thing. I can't remember where I saw it. I saw it online, but pretty much it was like, what was your incident at high school? Like what was the incident at high school for like people pretty much?
Yeah.
And quite a few people had replied, and I got a couple of their replies, but I want to know other people. So if you're listening, send it to or DM us what the incident was at your high school that went just, lives on through the generations that you're going to talk about when you're 40. You remember that one day in fucking high school when Becky sucked off the principal, like whatever it is, right? Bro, that happened. Anyway, so the first one, I actually reckon this is quite common, but the quiet girl at high school got pregnant. So just falls pregnant one day at like 16 years old. Not too bad. This one's pretty fucking hilarious, but a teacher and a student started a meth empire. So
Breaking Bad.
literally, so they were on campus, because I was reading more context, but pretty much they were on campus, and the teacher and the student were pretty much just dealing meth to all the students and the teachers.
That's crazy.
That's wild, bro.
That is crazy.
We actually know a similar sort of story that happened at work.
Oh yeah,
which is quite funny.
Yep. At an organisation.
This one, we had something similar at our high school, but a girl got caught giving head in the bathroom and recording, and a recording went around of it, and the girl's mum was a teacher at the school, and they had to they packed up shop, moved state, moved like everything to get away from it all. But we had something similar where a chick gave a guy a wristy in the back of math class. Which was quite funny.
Place, guys. Time and a fucking place. That wasn't it, unfortunately. Jesus Christ.
A couple double fingers inside of her and in the back of math. Not bad.
I'm trying to think of others that happened at our school. Hey, there was plenty.
We had like teachers fall over and break a hip and shit.
That one where there was two actually. I can remember. Coffee cup, the woman, and then the older bloke.
Yeah.
Just fucking hitting the deck hard, bro. And you're like, oh.
Yeah, one guy busted up a hip, and then the other one, I remember she fell and hit the ground and headbutted the coffee cup with her.
I remember there was one where we had we're all in our fucking friends group, and we had an empty choc milk carton, and I think I fucking yeeted it, bro, and it hit one of our friends, Sylvester. And Sylvester was like, "Who the fuck was that?" And he was a little bit ragey at this time, bro. And I was like, "Oh, it was Blade." And then, bro, he stormed him and literally got him in one of the fattest headlocks I've ever seen in my life. And they were just going at it. He's like, "Wasn't fucking me."
You've totaled off back to class, bro.
Remember we used to hang out in front of fucking the IT room for a bit?
Lab, yeah.
Why did that happen? Was that winter time or something?
I think that was just where we sat. Don't know why.
We were only there for a bit because that bench outside Tangney was our fucking main stomping ground, bro.
Only once we got to seniors, because those tables were reserved for year 11 and 12s pretty much. We
were the best kids in school, bro, because we weren't bullying kids. We weren't nerds.
We were in the middle, perfectly.
Bro, you know what we were doing? We were creating fucking worldwide sports, mate.
Yeah, we had the whole school, the quote unquote popular guys would come and play our games with us. We had bench ball, fucking even just when we were playing King of the Pack. Yeah,
cricket. We had so many little games that we would make up with just a fucking ball, and sometimes they tried to tear us down. Remember?
Yeah, they would.
You can't do this. You can't. Why the fuck can't I do this?
Yeah,
you miserable fucking.
Oh. Yeah, you old cow. The last one I got sent in was, this is fucking hilarious. Imagine this happened in real life, but a special needs kid had a full-blown fist fight UFC with a teacher in the middle of the football field, and the whole school was standing around them fighting, chanting as if it was two students. You know, where they're fight. A student and a disabled kid. A teacher and a disabled kid is insane.
That is insane. I see like quite a few teacher-student ones on Twitter. Hey,
Yeah, bro.
more and more common over there. People like to swing, bro.
Yeah, these students have no respect, bro. That's why.
I had one in our year where this guy literally got told to do his test, and it was building up over quite some time. Flipped his desk, kicked the fucking chair out the way, and he got literally like both their noses were touching, and he was a guy, she was a girl, the teacher, and he goes, he basically just said, fuck you, and then C word right in her face and screamed, bro. Then he kicked the bin, slammed the door open.
Bit of spit on her face,
bro.
On as well.
When I tell you crickets, we were just like, has that just happened, bro?
Yeah.
Just crazy. So, there's some wild kids out there, bro.
Let us know you guys. Let us know you guys' stories. I'm actually curious because there would be some really bro. You see that high school, where the boys like had the list of all the chicks.
Oh yeah.
It was like the R word, non R word, and then like that shit.
Category risk.
Like that sort of shit has to be
Categorizing.
prevalent throughout everyone's high school journeys. So I really want to know.
Yeah.
Please send us in like the fuck stories. I actually genuinely want to read them, even if just for myself.
Send us your funny, fucked up high school stories.
I love that shit.
We'll keep the school anonymous. Blah blah blah. Just give us them, because like we get to relive it together.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So fucking funny, bro.
Speaking of high school, someone actually did send in and ask us like how to maintain friendships, like relationships and things. You know, when you leave high school, you move away. You got less time the older you get. I actually think it's a pretty good question because I feel like we are equipped to answer it.
Well, we always get. My mum always gives me like props. I should say, as to our friends group and how good we are.
Yeah.
Catching up with each other, with doing stuff, with hanging out, making time to see each other. Blah blah blah. It wasn't always the case.
I mean, we talk about it a fair bit, just on this show with like how good the friend group has become recently. Because there was a while there where it was like pretty much dying.
Yeah.
But I have other friends as well, like Josh, who I try and catch up with like monthly if I can. But I think the key is it's like having a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Like you have to genuinely put energy and effort into like maintaining that. Because the friendship will just genuinely die the busier you get. Yeah. Like if you're not saying, oh, let's just go get drinks on a Friday night and plan it, like you just will never, and it'll turn into a month.
You've also got to kind of look at don't cut yourself off from like people who you don't fully align with anymore. But also if you're completely just different, because there's some people out there who like to think, I'm doing so fucking well for myself, like, or like I don't know. They're too quick to end relationships. That's a massive thing today, whether it's a friendship or a relationship. But also, I've had some people I grew up with who I was really close friends with who I clearly have got nothing in common with them anymore.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
You're not going to be able to maintain that. Don't bother.
I wouldn't even tweak either because, to a certain degree, like obviously you have to put effort in, but to a certain point, like it should be kind of effortless in a way. Like the effort you're putting in should feel easy. That makes sense. Like you shouldn't.
Yeah, if it feels like a task, because it's felt like a task for me before.
Yeah.
Then, don't bother.
Then it's no point because you're just forcing something. Like I've got mates I used to be friends with and things like that, and I would still say that my friends, I just don't hang out with them and whatnot because the effort, it takes effort and. It's like that effort feels like a mission. It feels like a task. I don't want to do it. So yeah, I would just say like, if it feels mutual and it feels like chill and you actually want to hang out with these people, don't be scared because you're like, oh my God, I haven't seen such and such in 3 months. I really need to go and see them. Because I think, I was like that for a bit where like you feel bad for not having seen someone or even messaged someone. Yeah. So I'd send a little half-assed message out or a half-assed catch-up when I was just like, I don't want to go do this tonight.
And that's the thing. It can kind of just like reignite things for no reason when you're never going to be able to maintain it as well.
Yeah.
And it's like you're wasting your time and you're also wasting that person's time. Because that person might see no issue. They're like, oh yeah, I'm still fucking like absolute boys with this bloke, like blah blah blah. But it's just like no.
Well, think about when you go into a smoker's area or like something at a nightclub and you see someone from, the past that you haven't seen in say like 6 months or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, bro, we should go get breakfast on next week, or like we should catch up soon, bro." Like, and you're just like, "Fuck yeah, bro!" Like, hell yeah, and then you never do. It's because you know that it's not worth it.
Yeah, your friends group will naturally change as well with your interests as well. So it's like, for example, I would say I'm a lot closer with Frank than someone who in our group chat who doesn't go to the gym and doesn't see him multiple times a week just because of our interests. So it's like, yeah, if you don't have the same interests as each other, it's just not going to work as you get older. Because what the fuck do you do?
Yeah.
Usually it can be an activity. That's the reason you catch up, or you're watching sport together, something like that. You have to have something in common, otherwise random spontaneous catch-ups will just die, bro, I reckon.
100%. Limited time the older you get, and you make decisions of how you want to spend that time. And
that is facts.
Unfortunately, or fortunately for, past relationships and friends and stuff, I choose not to hang out with those people. Anyway.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Should we do the Spotify playlist?
Oh, we can. Sort of a few things, but yeah.
Spotify playlists. First one for me is going to be Sing to You by John Splithoff. That's just a nice tune. It's a nice tune. And then I'll go High and Dry by Radiohead. That can go in there. Bish bash bosh.
I'm going to do Click 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 by Tiesto.
Oh, that could be nice, couldn't it?
It's DMB. And then I'm going to go with... What do I want to go with? What do you want to go with?
Tell me what you want.
Summertime Blues by Chris Lake.
Can I be honest? All right, that's in there. PNC Lads Weekly, for those wondering, where you can find probably, I would say, the most popular playlist in the world.
Yeah.
On Spotify. So check that out.
Facts. So, speaking of companies, actually, no, this is a bigger topic. So, this is the thing I also saw on Twitter, and I was like, what's the biggest scam that's been so normalized? And I have a couple that I thought of. I don't know if you have any, but the first one I thought of is just life in general. I actually think for the average person, if you're on like a below average income or whatever, like say you're living week to week, I think like genuinely life is just a massive scam. And hear me out. 200 years ago, you had slaves, right? And as a slave, you didn't get paid, but your master or whoever the fuck owned you would pretty much take care of all your needs. So they'd feed you, water you, shelter you, buy you basic clothes.
What the?
This, that, the third. Yeah, it's pretty much. Well, you don't want your slave to die, so you have to.
I thought slaves were treated like fucking shit.
Only if they were like.
Depends who.
Yeah, like I'm talking about like a personal slave.
Okay.
But right now, in the modern world, 2024, with like how expensive things are, the only difference is that you are now you have a job that pays you money to be able to afford all of your basic needs. So you're essentially a modern day slave because your master is your boss. You're basically, the money you're earning is just paying for barely rent, food, shelter, all the needs, and you have no disposable income to do anything fun because you don't have any money. And then I think to myself, I'm like, that's just a fucking scam, bro. That's why the world's depressed.
You know what my rebuttal is, though, Ev?
What is it?
What's the alternative?
No, that's the thing. Well,
Death.
The alternative is to
be nothing.
Well, to work your way up so that so that you have disposable income.
Of course, but my alternative to seeing like life as a scam is to not be on this planet and not take part. So it's like,
which is what's happening.
You just unfortunately.
That's why depression and suicide rates are through the roof, my friend.
Depression and suicide rates are through the roof because we have access to seeing the top fucking 1% on this planet just absolutely thrive. Whereas, you look back, I'll give you an example. Like the show Friends, right? That is a show based on a group of people who are so normal and they're living their best life and they're going through the highs and lows of life, but they're having so much fun in the middle, just being average Joes. And that was based in like that was based in the 90s, bro. And it's like people, your mum and dad, my mum and dad growing up. Yeah, a lot of people want to be rich, but they're fucking just enjoying life throughout it as well.
I'll give you my rebuttal to that. Average 30 years ago, you could buy a house at 25. You could afford to go bowling and do fun activities and things. Average now is we're not eating steak and red meat because it's too expensive. That's the difference.
True as well.
So back then, average was an enjoyable life. And in fact, society strived for average. You know, well, 30 years ago, it was if you can earn 70K a year, that's like end goal. So we can have a happy family, raise kids at 25, have a nice little house. Nowadays, that is non-existent. Like
that's just how the earth is scaled, though, and it's literally impossible to go back to that state. Like we'll never be back at that state.
Yeah, never will. You know what I've been seeing a lot of? Fucking like 90s, like I think it's AI, but it's like 90s TikTok. Showing like what the world was like in the 90s. I'm like, fuck. What I would do to like just spend it like 3 months of my life like in that era with no tech and like I wonder what it was like, bro. Because everyone who comments says it was so freeing.
I think once again it depends. It just depends who you are in this world. If you were a fucking billionaire right now, I think you'd be having a better time than if you were that 30 years ago, bro. Like, there's just so much more to do now. Yeah. Like, with money. So it's like, it just depends who you are. Like, it really just does depend who you are. And,
100%.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the older I've gotten, the more I don't really, like, I would say I strive for, like, more of the average life 30 years ago. Like, which now I think you have to be earning, like, 150, 200 grand a year, right? But like part of that seems nice, having a nice clean apartment in the city, going out to restaurants 3-4 times a week, enjoying meals with your friends, like that seems fun to me.
It's the little things, isn't it?
I couldn't really care. Like obviously, give me $1 million, I'd love that. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it's just interesting when you frame it in the way of like how slaves was back in the day. I mean, there's studies on it. Google modern day slavery. It's
the only thing I would say is that like from the very start, like there's just always been a slave. So it's like there's never been a time on this planet where that hasn't existed. So it's like,
I just think back then it was called slavery and it's seen as bad, and now I think people don't even realize.
I mean, yeah, we are.
You know,
we're
like
just brainwashed in so many things. Unfortunately,
you're just living in it, and you don't actually truly realize. Which is why work hard, folks.
Work smart.
But yeah, anyway, the next one I have is back to the company stuff, but companies who've created like, bro, this is fucking insane. I did a study on this in uni. Dude, companies have created paywalls for everything now, and they've literally put features that they had when they first started up and made them famous behind that paywall. For example, Uber Eats, sorry. Uber Eats, when it first started, was the same price you'd pay for the food in a restaurant, and you would have to pay a $7 delivery fee or whatever for the delivery fee. That was it. Now, you have to pay a premium on the food.
Yeah.
You got to pay the driver, and if you want to be a priority on the driver so that your food's not cold, how is that even acceptable to say, if you don't want cold food, pay an extra $3? Like, what?
Yeah.
And then they put that behind a subscription method where you pay whatever I don't know what it's called, say like Uber One. And then that takes off the premium off the food and you get like a cheaper delivery and stuff. It's actually insane. It's kind of, that's a scam.
That is a fucking scam. And then the other one I have for you is the same one or two blokes who own all these different streaming services and creating 50 different platforms and making you watch or get all of them so you can watch the things that you want when they own all of them. Like, and it could just be on one. Like, well, it's corrupt.
Well, where this one's done, I don't know if you've ever used like Prime, Amazon Prime TV.
Yeah.
So if you have Amazon Prime TV, you still have to buy a movie. Like if you want to watch a movie that's not like a part of their free thing, so you pay then you've got to buy the movie. Or if you want to watch something that's only on Paramount, you've got to pay the Paramount subscription through the Prime subscription. Like it's fucking insane, dude.
So that's Stan. Oh, get Stan to watch the Champions League. Oh wait, you got to get Stan Sports as well. Are you kidding me, bro?
Crazy.
It is actually ridiculous.
It's insane, bro.
And then to top it off, when the worst streaming service of all time in KO Sports is the only thing you can stream AFL football on besides Foxtel, that is a scam. Because it is the worst platform ever. I never would associate myself with those pricks because they fucking suck, cunt.
It's a monopoly, bro.
They are awful. They provide such a shit service, and they literally steal people's money with how poor the quality is. And unfortunately, you and I can do nothing about it.
Yeah, there's no alternative.
Because they don't show it on normal TV, and there's nothing else.
Yeah, unless you literally go and buy Fox, which...
there's nothing else. So that new Hubble, shite. Like, it's fucking...
Oh, mate, if you look like we have people come in, I'll never sell them a Hubble.
Yeah. Like
it's awful.
It's and you've got people like Hamish and Andy who I love, like, oh, get Hubble. Like, they promote, like, it's just... The streaming services as a whole is fucking corrupt, bro.
Yeah,
they are corrupt.
I agree.
That's a scam.
Yeah. Life's a scam, dude. Everything in life is a fucking scam, bro. Let us know if you guys have any things where you're like, this is absurd.
No, just tell us. What's your scam? What's the general scam that you see in your life? Because there would be more out there for sure.
I mean, and don't say tax, because it is. I agree it is.
But that's just like generic, you know?
Oh, everyone knows that's a scam, bro. The money you earn is taxed. Everything you buy is taxed. Then if you want to invest your money, that's like, yes, tax is a fucking joke.
Give us your like odd scams though. The odd things that you find, oh, that's a scam, isn't it?
And then wire me your tax return.
Yes.
All the money you got given. Because you don't need it, I do.
Facts.
This is the last thing I want to finish with. This happened to me. So, you know, if there's past people you've had a fling with or a relationship or, you know, whatever, and then, you know, you have them on Instagram. Bro, there was a person I was seeing for a while, and then, you know, they unfollowed me and made me unfollow them.
What do you mean, major? Oh,
you can unfollow someone off.
Oh, yeah.
And then they refollowed me. Like probably 3 months later, I followed them back, and I click on their Instagram story, and the fucking Instagram story is like a photo of another guy walking the dog.
Oh.
My heart shattered, bro.
Yeah.
And I still don't even really have feelings for this person. I was just like, fucking hell, mate. Why'd you refollow me, bruv?
Yeah. You know, another thing that I've experienced, bro, is when, like, this is the thing. You put yourself out there and you just try, right? So you might see someone for a bit and then it doesn't really, you're like, oh, not really feeling it. So then you drop it. And then all of a sudden, you find out she's good friends with someone else you're interested in. Oh, what do women do? They talk,
I know, you fucked yourself, bro. Oh,
yeah.
That's...
So now I'm really cautious.
Very, very cautious now. Yeah.
I like to keep to myself a lot because as you get older, you're looking for the one, aren't you?
Yep.
I don't want...
The baggage, man.
No. I don't want to kick myself out of the competition for one night of fun.
Oh, that's a phrase.
Yeah.
Right there. That might be a song.
Bro, it's true though, isn't it?
It is true.
Because like sometimes, oh yeah, why not? And then you're just like, fuck. You got to do your research first.
But
This place is too fucking small.
Even just a DM can fuck you, bro.
Exactly.
I've had that before where I'll DM a chick who I think's like really good looking, and then like I'll follow them and stuff, and then once I get into their page and I see all their friends, I'm like, oh no. I'm like, why'd you do that? Why did I get too excited?
And it's over.
Because like, bro, that's like 10 really stunning, probably really nice women who one day I might stumble across on a night out
and you're off.
And I'm off limits because that guy DM'd me.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
That's the thing, bro.
You gotta be really careful.
You've got to be and that's why we plan to go to Europe and never come back. And if we do come back, I'll be bringing someone back with me. I'll be bringing a nice...
Bro, if there's any Swedish honeys that listen to this, man.
Nice German woman.
Can
nice
someone,
Swedish
can
woman.
you DM me so I have it pre-planned for when I come over there that we can just get married?
Because it's too small. This place, I'm fine. I already knew this, but it really just is too small.
It is very small.
You can really get yourself in a spider web and a pickle. You can get stuck and found out.
Speaking in poetry,
Don't ruin your chances, boys, with others.
Don't fuck it for yourself. But yeah, no, like swear to God, man. When you see something on someone you used to be involved with on their Instagram story, made me want to fucking throw up, mate.
Yeah.
It was like 11 p.m. when she... So this was fucked, bro. It was like 11:30 p.m. our time. So like 1:30 p.m. their time.
I really wonder why,
Or 1:30 a.m. And I just get this follow request or follow. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Follow them back. Now they have to accept the follow.
Yeah.
So they accept my follow. This is like 1:30 a.m. their time. And then I click on the story because there's a story and it's literally, I don't know if it's like her brother. It could be. But I was like, I literally wanted to throw up, mate.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Because as soon as you're like, oh shit, you're imagining, what could be again, and then you just get back to reality. Shot.
That and the thought of knowing what they do makes me want to. Makes me want to die, bro. You can't tell, bro. Like, because your brain starts ticking over, and you're like, oh, bro, you're fuck. Like, I know you used to be a little freak, and then now you're just doing this fucking, giving this to some other geezer.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll have fun eventually with our own partners.
If she listens to this show, she'll know who I'm talking about because there's only one who's not in this country or state.
Yeah.
Funny times.
It's tough out there, boys. Make sure... I wonder if girls ever find themselves in that situation.
100%. Can a girl actually let me know what the fuck the motive is behind that? Because following me after so long at 11:30 p.m. like midnight is so weird to me. Because if I did that to a girl, that's me shooting a shot, bro. Do you know? Like, I don't know. I don't know what the motive is.
About you. Oh, no.
She's just like, oh, enough time's passed. Like,
yeah, it's stupid
but
though.
at that time is so weird.
Yeah, don't follow me if you're.
I don't even care
if you're in a relationship.
If she followed me at like lunchtime, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But midnight, that's like down to fuck times.
You know my conundrum right now? Yeah, that is down to DTF times. My conundrum is that there's a woman out there who's just definitely a North Sider.
Mm.
And I'm not cold following because I can't break my own heart like that.
Yeah.
But I was actually saying this to Second Minor the other day. You, as a male, can pull a 10 if you know them. Doesn't matter what you look like.
Yep.
You can. You
Yep.
fucking can. Problem is, do you know them?
Mm-hmm.
No. You're a fucking normal white boy, mate, to them.
Yep.
If you know them, though, if you start to make them laugh, if you start to get to know each other, if you start to see them more and more and more, it'll just happen.
Yeah.
And it can happen. It's not going to happen for Buckley, though. Because where am I going to see her?
And that's the trick. That's the fine line we talk about. Because you gotta give them the cold follow. Then they've seen your profile.
Yeah.
And then maybe you shoot a stupid little message that's not even asking. Don't straight up ask them on a date, but maybe you sent like a dumb little fucking message that made them giggle to themselves. They don't even react to you.
Yeah.
But they've seen you. In your eyes, they've left you on red.
Yeah.
But you giggled them, bro. They giggled.
Yeah.
And then you see them on a night out. She's like, I've seen this fucking twat before. And then you just say like, oh, hey, how you going? You make her giggle again. Now she's giggled twice. You know what they say? If you can make her giggle, make them cheeks jiggle.
This is the annoying thing as well. We're 24. This is wife down time for a lot of girls out there.
Yeah.
So I'm losing time.
I know. I was thinking about that shit too.
I'm losing time to get this woman.
Yeah.
Imagine if I just named it. Nah.
You just start dropping names. Imagine we name dropped on this show, bro.
Could you imagine if someone just sussed me a date with this bird? Like, oh, I know it. I just fucking played it. And she
Yeah, but then, no, this is what will happen. You'll say the name, and 4 guys will say, yeah, she's a slut, mate. Oh, we all put her on a spit. Like, and you're just thinking, fuck.
This one could never.
Like, are you fucking serious?
Like this one, mate.
Because if I didn't know, it wouldn't matter. And then now the world knows, you know?
Yeah. I hate that when I see the profile pictures of a relationship, when the girls used to just be her, and then it's just a random man.
You know what breaks my heart? When you go on a hot chick's Instagram page and it's got the initial, like, J with a love heart. And
it's the fine line love heart.
I'm just like, fuck off, J.
White love heart.
Fuck off, Mr. J, whatever your name is. You don't deserve her.
And then you look at him.
Yeah.
But he knew her. She knew him.
And she'll know me.
Hopefully. Isn't it crazy? You reckon there's a woman out there
who's
thinking this chaotically about you?
Yeah.
But you just wouldn't even look at her twice.
Yeah.
Just how like these women don't even know that we exist.
Yeah.
That's fucked though.
You know, I saw this phrase, and we'll end on this, but I saw this thing. I'm going to butcher it, but it's basically along the lines of every single person that you see is talking about someone else. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bro, when you really think about that, you start talking to a girl, she's not even she's thinking about the last guy or this other guy she's talking to. And that guy, he doesn't even want her. He's thinking about the other girl.
Yeah.
And everyone's just thinking about people that A, probably don't want them, they can't have. And then the select few are both really happy where they both just love each other. Wouldn't be me though.
But I think a lot of the times you start off with thinking about the other person, but then you go, oh, this person's actually really fucking great. Oh, this person's actually better.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, and then you have a fight, and then
it flourishes and it turns into something beautiful.
Then you have a fight, and she goes and thinks about the ex.
No, not negative Nancy's like that. But you know, maybe one day. Maybe one day.
The end of this show got real deep, real depressing. I reckon people would low-key love the last 20 minutes.
If anyone has a house in Scarborough, Applecross, anywhere like where this woman would be, and I can maybe move in with you, and then I can get accustomed to the community and everything like that.
Yeah. Maybe
just offer it to me. Because it's always, a little coffee shop. Oh, a lot of bistros. Northside, they've got all their little what are their stupid breakfasts they eat? Acai bowls. Yeah, they got their own little spots like that they always go to.
You just got to run down. Tell you what you got to do. We got to go down to Cottesloe on a Saturday or a Sunday morning. Not even too early. Like you hit a little 7:30 a.m. We just go for a little walk. There's a ton of cafes.
I need a fucking dog, mate.
Yeah, no, we can hire a kid or something. We'll hire
a cavoodle, mate. That's what we'll fucking do.
Your brother's kids are probably slightly too old now.
Yeah,
we need a newborn. Anyone who's got a newborn and can lend us a newborn, just for a little bit, throw them in the stroller. Because then if you have a newborn, that's superior to a puppy.
All of a sudden we're gay dads though.
Yeah, we'll get 2 kids. We'll get 2 kids.
What if I think it's game over if it's 2 lads living in a fucking beautiful city apartment and they share a cavoodle? And then this is our dog. Oh yeah, we live together. Oh yeah, no, not like that though.
That's gayer than walking. No, come on, man.
You reckon there's 2 guys?
Bro, could you imagine if you and I went up to, or like we weren't hitting on them, and we just were talking to 2 chicks, and we were like, yeah, we live together. We have a little cavoodle called Jamie. He's really cute. They're thinking, go.
I saw a guy on a TikTok the other day who had like a real big, obnoxious chain lead for a cavoodle. Like it's literally the smallest, cutest
like
dog
you'd have
ever.
On a Rottweiler.
Yeah. And then, bro, conversation started much. This guy's just pulling left, right, and center.
Yeah, it's smart.
Like they're all, oh my God, do you mind? Oh my God. And even the guys, this is fucking hilarious. But like, dogs are a cheat code.
Yeah.
They really are. Anyway, you can probably barely see us anymore.
That'll be fine on this. Should be right.
It's quite dark, but
It's, you know what's fucked? It's dark and it's 3:30.
You know what's fucked, Evan? I've got to go to the fucking gym still, mate.
That's all right.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Training legs, mate.
Peak time, mate. You're going to have some babes.
Oh, no, it's public holiday. They're all done with their day, mate.
Yeah, true.
I'm in fucking a world of pain.
Is it legs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
I'll probably just
Oh.
pass it.
yeah. Bro, that was my... I woke up this morning, I thought I had chest. Nope.
Yeah, not good. So I'm not taking pre.
Really?
No, I won't take pre today, not now.
Have a little coffee.
Could do. I shit myself then halfway through.
Yeah, that's going to happen anyway, though. Anyway, we're fucking yapping.
5 stars. Like the video. Subscribe.
We'll come full circle. We now
Everything
speak
like that.
Japanese. Anyway. Bye.